it's that time again. Time for another shave. Looks like today we're going to be going with Adrian Dak Jack by Mystic Water. This is made with shea butter and lanolin. It's a really good shave soap. Bought this one probably about 3 or 4 years ago, so I'm not quite sure if they're still in business, but I bet they are. You might want to go check them out. I'm not affiliated with them at all. I don't have an aftershave with it, so today we're just gonna go with something a little plain. I think something that would go really good with it would be this Parasso. I didn't take a picture with the Parasso because I was just gonna kind of decide what I wanted to use as an aftershave. And today's brush is gonna be a Merkur Badger brush. It's a nice white tip. I'll go ahead and build a lather up here. Here's the soap. You can tell I've used it quite a lot off and on. I don't have the scent notes with me. Usually I have something to say about that. I know it has some kind of sandalwood, vanilla-ish scent. It's not sweet, kind of like tonka bean-ish. It's pretty good. Maybe I'll add the scent notes in when I do some editing here, and I'll put them down below. Okay, I'll get the brush wet. Start building a lather in my clone Captain Choice. I think this is a made in China version of the Captain's Choice, and it's ceramic. I got this one off of Amazon. Okay, we got that all spiffed up. We're gonna go with the regular Parasso breeze shave today. My hairs, I usually like to use some kind of a pre-shave just to get it standing up and ready to go. And we're working with about 3 days growth maybe. Rinse that off. And I got a Friodur razor that I restored. This one's a different one than the last one you guys saw. The scales I bought off of eBay from a gentleman named Patrick. They're pearlescent. And this is a Friodur no stain. And it's a 5/8 Friodur no stain. And I believe the finish on it is Imperial Aracia. So I honed it from Shapton 1K to 12, and then I finished it on the ILR fine, ultra fine. Been a while since I've shaved with this razor. I think it's already had 4 shaves on it maybe. I just dropped it up real good before starting the shave this morning. Ended up being a cooler morning and cooler night last night. Didn't have to have the AC cranking up hardcore. Getting ready to go out and do some grocery shopping or go see a movie possibly. Been wanting to go catch that new Fantastic Four movie in the theaters. I don't know if anybody's a Fantastic Four or Marvel fan or not. What the razor here. Their last few movies weren't that bad. The last one I went to the theater and saw was okay. I don't know if they've kind of lost their formula. One that I saw on streaming a while back that when it was done in theaters was that Craven movie, which didn't get a whole lot of good PR online. It actually ended up being pretty good. I liked it. And then other comic stuff. I saw the new DC Superman. I won't go in details about it or anything because I don't want to ruin it for people who haven't seen it yet. But for some reason the press was trying to ruin it and say that it was a ultra woke movie. And I never follow the press and listen to anything like that. I happen to really not have a whole lot of political anything to it. And it didn't relate to anything that was super realistic. I mean, we don't have villains and superheroes in our world other than in the comics and the movies and cartoons. So I don't know what exactly it was that the news was trying to say about that movie. I'd say it was worth going to see in theaters. I really enjoyed it a lot. It was a definite different take on Superman. I also had one of my favorite actors, Nathan Fillion, who played the stuck-up Green Lantern with the goofy haircut. I kept on wanting to call the soon-to-be put-together Justice League the Justice Group, which just doesn't sound right at all. I don't know if we have any gamers that watch the show. My channel. He also did he was the voice actor for Destiny and Destiny 2 for Cade 6. And he does a pretty okay TV show called The Rookie. And I think there was another sci-fi show that, if anybody followed Nathan, you'd know what show I'm talking about. That was really good. That didn't go for very long. That the characters in it had a mix of, Chinese and English and something else. Because in the future, supposedly, the Chinese took over part of America or something. Last month, I watched Falling Skies finally, like all of the seasons. After all those years of it being out, I never gave it a chance. And actually, it aged not that bad. It reminded me of a lot of the cinematics and filming of Battlestar Galactica. I don't know if anybody was a fan of the redone Battlestar Galactica on Sci-Fi. It was a really good show. Controversial also for a first show back in the day, almost saying fuck, but they changed it to frack. So instead of saying fuck you, they say frack you. Which there was all sorts of people up in arms about that and tried to get the show canceled, if I remember, because they were quote unquote cussing in the show. That's one show I hope they actually redo again. The last version of it was really good compared to the 80s. I think with our CGI and everything now, they could really do some cool stuff. Even with like physical props. One of the double-edged safety razors actually got its spot in that futuristic TV show from Sci-Fi, Battlestar Galactica. The Merker Vision, you can see the captain shaving with it at one point. Okay, let's pull the soap out of this knot and see if I missed anything. Sorry for the ears there. Usually I just let my brush flop into my plastic Timeless lather bowl, and I forgot that's ceramic. Hopefully I didn't chip it. Well, I'll tell you what, these Friodur shaves are pretty darn good. It doesn't feel like I've missed much anything. Maybe just a little here and here, which is the normal spots. This Adrian Jack by Mystic Water Soaps is really good. I should have got the aftershave. I think I'm gonna order it if they're still around, or try and find the aftershave if they aren't. So I have the matching splash with it. This is a nice, comfortable shave. Definitely one of my better edges. Like, honestly, doesn't feel like I'm doing anything other than moving something over my skin. Pretty smooth. If I remember correctly, I think after I used the Imperial Aracia, I ran this edge on some of that white lightning stuff. The diamond paste. I think it was the I forgot what level it was. It was pretty high grit, like 30K or something like that. So it's pretty darn sharp and pretty darn smooth. When I first started out, I was using the diamond paste after doing the finishers. And then I realized that if I tried hard enough, I could probably get just about the same edges if I worked harder. Okay, I'm not going to use any alum today. We'll go with the old sandalwood Proraso red. Since I'm going to be in close quarters, I don't want to be stinking a bunch of people out. If I do go to the theater, there's nothing worse than sitting near somebody who's just put on a massive amount of cologne, no matter how good it smells, or aftershave, and being stuck with that smell for a couple hours. I'll try to be respectful depending on where I'm going to be going. And then there's sometimes that I just don't care and I want to show off my aftershave or cologne. Okay, so shave today was Adirondack Jack Mystic Water. We used the No Stain Friodur Inox with the pearlescent white scales made by Patrick, and the Merker Badger Brush, a cloned version of the Captain's Choice bowl, which I think I paid like 20 bucks maybe for. And then I used a little Proraso. That's the shave. You guys have a great day.